It does look like the Krispy Kreme logo.
I don't even like it.
Wow. You're onto something.
Interesting.
It totally is that. I just in case it comes back, I don't know, but I want to get away from it real quick because the NCAA handed down a harsh fine to the Oklahoma Sooners. Their complete 2005 football season is no longer counted because of a couple of players apparently working at a dealership and not actually doing the work. I'm going to go ahead and say that everybody has gone to their job and not worked the full day. This was probably the case here, and I think it's sad that that team has to lose. You know, you bump off work a couple hours early, maybe. You know, you punch out for 8. You know, everybody does that to a certain degree. We have a time clock; we can't do it. But I'm just saying.
I did it for the last 10 years.
Yeah, everybody's done that to a certain degree, and if a team loses a season because of it, and that is another thing that the NCAA has done continually, where they say the teams don't get credit for the wins. You know what? This happened 2 years ago. You want to say they didn't get credit for the wins? Big deal. You know what? People showed up. They watched the games. Players played. They got injured. They got hurt. They won. The games happened. You can say they didn't count or they didn't happen, but they did. So go ahead. It's like annulling a marriage, like maybe on paper, but you know what? It still happened. So it's a stupid idea, and it really just it makes the school look bad, which is the whole point of it. And I understand that. I'm not saying teams should break the rules, but I think this is a stupid penalty to the players on the team that didn't have anything to do with what went wrong, and basically are saying their season didn't count, and it's just unfair, and you know, it cheats the student athletes who work hard to get to that level.
I don't really think a lot of people will remember this in like a couple of weeks.
No, but it happens. It happens to a lot of teams. It's not just Oklahoma. It's happened to UMass in basketball.
We still know that, like, well, I don't know what they did in 2005. I don't really remember. If
they were like 8-4. They won a bowl game. Nothing too big.
Whatever. You know,
but like when UMass lost their Final Four appearance, they basically had to take their banner down. And like when you look back on college records, it doesn't say that they were in the Final Four that year. It shows like 3 teams in the Final Four, and that is just.
But you're gonna know, like if you remember, like if you're old enough to remember sports and like what is going on and stuff like that, you're gonna be like, oh,
that's the year that UMass.
I know.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why you just keep it in there. You know what I mean? It's like if they put the asterisk next to Barry Bonds for hitting home runs. Even if the asterisk's not there, you're still going to think it should be there.
You could put an asterisk.
There's other ways to penalize
completely
team.
wiping stuff
There is.
out.
There's other ways that they could.
And I am so damn sick of hearing about Barry Bonds and the goddamn steroid issue because it is getting so old right now.
We've been talking about that.
That's all that they talk about is steroids. You can't go through a whole game of anything. You can't listen to sports on the radio. Nope. You can't do anything without hearing about steroids, and it is so old.
It is.
I just want to.
We've been talking about how old this issue is since like show 30, and it's show 70 today.
I just want to hear one game or one thing about anything, and steroids not come up.
A big long run-on sentence.
I
did not give up.
I am. Oh,
Jim was like, "Do I go to him? Do I go to him? I don't know." He just keeps talking.
Old. I can't stand it. I hope Barry Bonds doesn't break the record. I still have hope for the 5 not being hit. I hope he breaks a leg.
I don't know if I've said this on the show, but
I
have a theory in which I think Barry Bonds could be considered hero.
I like this theory. I do like this theory.
What is the number? 755?
Yes.
He gets 754 and retires. I think it's good because it says to baseball, I could have done it, but it says to the fans, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to have that on me. And I think people would back up off him a little bit. I think he'd be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I think it'd be all right. What do you say, camera guy?
I said it'd take a bigger man than Bonds is.
That's what I'm saying. Bonds takes a lot of crap for not being a man and not stepping up. But if he did this, it would all go away. Think about it.
Or just hit the 755 tie and be done.
I don't like the tie. Because a lot of people like Hank Aaron as their home run champion. And if you have that tie, then it's a tie. But if he gets to 754 and he walks away, it would kind of be a class act.
Whatever. It really doesn't matter anyway, I don't think, because we all know that in about 10 years or so, if it even takes 10 years, A-Rod's going to be the home run champion.
Right.
A-Rod's going to hit over 800 as long as nothing unforeseen happens.
As long as he stays healthy, he's in good shape, I say.
Yes, I agree.
We're under 3 minutes. You have anything pressing that you need to get in here?
Not really. Larry Johnson's going to hold out, might not play until after week 10.
Also not important.
No, not really.
They'll figure that out.
Because the Chiefs are going to suck anyway, so it really doesn't matter.
The Chiefs always suck. But it is a big problem for fantasy owners. That's a big problem for fantasy owners because he's a big deal.
Preseason starts in about a month, roughly.
UFC's not a sport.
No, it's not.
The World Series of Poker is now playing on ESPN.
It's also not a sport.
No, not a sport, but that's where it is. I mean,
it's more entertaining though than most sports.
It is entertaining. Yeah,
it's okay. I mean,
I like it. It can be more exciting than some other things.
It just seems like it's on a lot. You know what I mean? It seems like
Well, 'cause they
it's like,
replay the
what
heck out of
year
it.
is this? And it's
Yeah.
just it seems like it's on a lot.
They do replay the heck
When you get the
out of it.
new
It's
ones,
so
though, the
crazy.
new ones are good. When you don't know what's going to happen.
Let me tell you what, folks. If you're interested in enjoying great University of Vermont memorabilia like this, I've heard there could be some on eBay. Could be. I don't know.
There might.
I've heard about it.
He's just saying.
So look for it, because it could be there. Because people ask me all the time where I get all my jerseys, and I'm just saying. Now you know.
Open our
No,
garage door.
Knowing's half the battle. Don't give
Swim.
anyone the code to the warehouse.
Just swim in it. It's there.
What else?
We
You
got
got
that
you got a
Crosby.
list of stuff.
Sidney Crosby signed a 5-year contract extension for $43.8 million.
Who cares? He deserved it.
2012-2013 season.
He deserved it.
Yeah, I'm not saying it.
They would have been silly to try to beat it. The music means that we're pretty much gone. So,
Yeah,
Ed, thanks for coming in.
Yep.
We'll try to get a video of that, or you can
Top
find it
3 on
yourself.
3.
And thanks for coming. We'll be back next week.
I think they're going to play it.
We start at the high banks of Thunder Road. And
Oh,
the
look
out.
Breaker strikes
We're going
again.
out with it.
Gary Mullen rides Ed Companion almost
Oh,
head
God, yeah, he
on
did.
into the turn 4 wall. Mullen rolls his ride. He would be okay. Companion makes a trip to the
didn't even look
hospital
that
with
bad.
2 fractures in his back.
except for you gotta fit in the
Luckily,
fence.
he's now at home on the mend.
Ah, indeed, on the
Wow.
mend. And on the mend
Wow.
in the Talking Trash studio.
And the thing is, he flipped his car,
And he kept
he
going.
backed up, and he finished the race. He went in, got a couple tires, finished the race. But that's the thing about racing. It's like when Dale Earnhardt wrecked and he died, it didn't even look that hard.
No,
But it's
it
like you
didn't.
never know how hard somebody can hit.
Well, it's also involving equipment and how well everything's done, fastened in there, what you're wearing for gear.
Exactly.
If you're not wearing the right stuff, you get hurt.
Safety equipment's a big issue. It needs to be looked at more in the lower divisions, especially where we race and everywhere else, because we had 4 drivers go to the hospital in 3 days. I mean,
That's a lot.
That's a
There's
lot.
no need for that. Are you suggesting the Hans device?
I hate the Hans device, but
We will
You know.
see you later.
Now he's
there's
gonna
always a
score,
fix.
so-
We are going down.
Thanks for coming. We'll be
Thank
back
you.
next week.